Top of the top, everybody, and welcome to the House Hustle. This is our weekly vlog where we will be bringing y'all into our flip properties and showing y'all all of the ins and outs and everything along the process. All right. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house in Duncanville, Texas, zip code 75137. This property has 2,159 square feet and sits on a .31 acre lot. I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of the exterior of the home just to show y'all what we working with. Then I'm gonna turn it over to my wife Nicole so she can walk y'all through the full interior of the property and give y'all all of our plans that we have for the complete remodel so we can get it ready to list on the market and sell it for top dollar, because that's how we hustle. Let's get it.
All right, hey guys, we are at flip number 11. I'm going to walk y'all through some of the changes that we're going to be making on this property. Starting with the front door, we are going to be getting a new front door. Come on in, let's take a look. So we're going to be doing new flooring. That's the first thing that our contractors are working on today. Today is day 1 of demo and rehab. We're going for a very light and airy color scheme in this property. So the flooring is going to be a light oak color. We're going to do wood laminate throughout. On in, we were thinking about, leveling out the floors in this living space, but we decided that we're going to keep it as is. So there's going to be a step down into the main living area. We're going to be getting rid of this shelf here. It's hideous. So we're going to get rid of this shelving. We are planning on just keeping the wood paneling and just painting over it. We think it's a nice touch. Just add a little bit of character. The ceilings, we're going to get rid of the popcorn ceilings. We're going to leave the beams, have everything very white in here, but the beams are going to match the color of the wood floors. And here for the fireplace, we're still debating on exactly what our vibe is going to be. If we're going to paint the brick, if we're going to maybe put stone over it. We're still deciding here, but very likely to be replacing this super ancient fireplace that we've got. All right, now come into the kitchen. At some point in history, I guess brick floors were the vibe, but they're not in 2024. So we're gonna put cement over this. It's gonna be too hard for them to try to break down this brick. So they're just gonna level it out with some cement and then put some nice tile in here. We are going to be keeping the cabinets. They're in pretty good, decent condition for the most part. We're just going to sand them down, paint them, probably a white, new fixtures, and we are going to get some new countertops. Did think about opening up this kitchen area to be more open to the living space. However, as you can see, there's not much cabinet space in here. So we want to maintain what we've got. We're going to keep this, pocket serving window here to just have a little bit more access to the main living area, but we're just going to keep that wall there. We are going to also redo the backsplash as well. So we're going to be working with our contractor to look at some different options for that. But again, our color scheme in this house is going to be very light and airy of a vibe. Appliances are likely going to stay. They're all in really great condition for the most part. A pantry here. So decent size. However, here in the laundry room is ginormous. So we're going to add some additional shelving in here for more storage. We've got another closet storage room here that you can use as additional pantry space. And it's a very awkward placing for the half bath that's here for guests, but we're going to make the best of it. So we're going to replace that vanity, clean it up, make it look real nice in here. So off to this side is going to be the primary bedroom. As you can see, of course, we're already getting the floors down. We're going to have new ceiling fans throughout the entire house. These shutters are so old. So we're getting new windows throughout the entire property, and of course just getting rid of these shutters. But nice feature to have this little bay area. Now onto the primary bath. These vanities, this double vanity, we're going to take these out. We're going to have one single vanity here, and it's going to have double sinks. We're going to put some new light fixtures, and we're going to have maybe either two mirrors side by side, maybe round, but more modern fixture that we're going to have there. And then there's no linen closet in this bathroom, but this is a nice feature to have. But this is extremely old and raggedy, so we're going to just completely rip this out and put something new here, something similar where we're going to have some drawers and maybe some shelving to put towels and some extra storage. There is a his and hers closet in this primary bedroom, so there is closet number one. We're going to get some new railing, clean it up in there. This is where we've got the toilet and shower. We're going to redo the shower. And we're just going to have a stand-up shower here instead of having a tub. And then you've got the second closet here. Onto the garage, another exterior door that we're going to replace. And, oops, let me get out of their way. You're fine. We take the wood paneling down in here and just paint it, or paint over the wood paneling to kind of match the vibe of the interior of the house. Let us know what you think is a better choice. The garage has an entry to the backyard, which we do love the backyard, very spacious. We're going to just kind of secure this gate here. It's still in decent condition, so we're just going to secure it down. The deck here, we are going to redo the wood to have it newer and updated. We're going to take off the fence that's falling apart. For the pool, we did have it drained and cleaned out. It's been raining, so we're going to probably have to get it cleaned again, but we are going to have to get a new pump, new filter. We're going to have to replaster. There's some cracks in here. It's a pretty big expense, but it's a great feature and a great selling point for this house. So this is actually the first property that we've picked up that has a pool. So it's a learning curve for us, but about 90% of the homes that are in this neighborhood do have a pool. So it's very common, and again, a very great selling point. We've got a couple of storage sheds here. So we have a main one that's right off of the garage, and then one here in the back as well that can be used for storage. We're going to maintain them and just clean them out. The main shed is in great condition structurally, but the siding is pretty worn and dated and old. So we're going to go ahead and redo all of the siding to just make it look very cohesive and new, because we're going to also be doing some exterior paint on the home. So we're just going to have everything very cohesive and match the vibe of each other. So again, new windows throughout the entire house. As you can see, there's some cracks in the existing windows. We've got a hole in this one here, so that's something that we're going to have to replace nonetheless. So we're going to just replace all of the windows. They've already taken down this ugly shelf that I hate, so yay. This is bedroom number 2. All right, we're gonna have wood throughout, so no carpet in any of the rooms. So all of this flooring is gonna come up. Again, new windows. We're gonna be getting rid of these shutters, new ceiling fan, getting rid of the popcorn. Most of the doors that we have in here are in pretty good condition, so we'll just get new hardware, clean it up. Any doors that are in not good condition like this, we'll see if we can salvage it. But for any doors that are not in great condition, we'll go ahead and just replace. We've got a few in storage. We've got the guest bath here. So light doesn't work. A few things we're going to be changing in here. Again, retexturing the ceiling. This secondary light right here is very ugly and unnecessary. So we're going to take that out, put in some new fixtures, new countertops. When it comes to these cabinets here, we think we might be able to resalvage them. I mean, they're decent and they're built in. We do partner with a lot of our properties with my mother-in-law, my husband's mom, who is also a real estate broker. She thinks we should replace it, but we're going to see if we can try to salvage it and save that extra expense. The tub is in really great condition, so we're likely to save the tub and then just retile the shower. New toilets are going to be throughout. As you can see, it's very dirty. And when somebody's purchasing a new home, especially in the $500,000 price point, they want to be able to have a nice clean toilet. Bedroom number 3. Again, we're going to be getting rid of the shutters. There is 2 closets side by side. So for example, this door right here, we'll probably go ahead and replace it. You can see there's a hole in it. It's not really salvageable, so we'll probably replace this door. And bedroom number 4. Closet. There's some built-in desks here that are in very bad condition, very raggedy. So we're just going to take this whole thing out and leave it open for the buyer to decide if they want to use it as a place to put a dresser, if they want to put a desk there, or their own built-ins. Back at the front of the house, this is the formal dining area. We kind of played around with the idea of turning this into an office. However, the breakfast nook is not huge, and we don't want to limit buyers by making this an office if they do want to be able to have somewhere larger that they can entertain and actually have a true formal dining. Windows, since we are going to be replacing, this is great character to have these, lined glass, but to kind of keep it more up to date, we're going to go ahead and just replace these windows as well. New light fixture in here. As you can see, it leads right into the kitchen. All right, so back at the front of the house, we are going to be painting the brick as well as all of the trim. The roof's in really great condition, foundation solid. So those are 2 really big expenses that we do not have to worry about with this property, which is great. We did have to pivot to a plan B. We were initially going to sell this house as is, but the market is not really allowing for that in this neighborhood. So we're pivoting to plan B. We're going to do a full rehab and sell it at full market value. See here on the exterior, it's in pretty bad condition just in terms of the siding. So we're going to clean all of that up and just make it look a lot newer and welcoming. Some of this siding and trim, we'll get all of that cleaned up. But for the most part, the exterior is in pretty great condition. So there's not too much that we have to do, thankfully, other than just getting the curb appeal.
Since we are on day 1 of the remodel, we're going to go ahead and take up this for sale sign. We're also going to get this delisted from the MLS. So it has been on the market for about 30 days. Because our original plan, like Nicole said, was to wholesale this property. And so wholesale means buy it at wholesale price, sell it at retail. You put that together, you get wholesale. And so we got it at a really great price, put it on the market for what was still a very great price for this neighborhood. We've had several showings, we've had some interest, but we haven't quite got the offer we're looking for. And I believe it's because the market is telling us that in this specific neighborhood, the buyers do not want to remodel their property. It would seem that the buyers want to come in to a property that is already fully remodeled and ready to move into, whereas we have been able to wholesale in some other neighborhoods. You just have to pay attention to what the market is telling you. And so this neighborhood, the wholesale model is not going to work. And so we're moving on to plan B, which is the full remodel. And today is day 1. So we're going to take this out of the yard until completion. So one major key you never want to forget when remodeling property is to secure the property, all right? So you see we have cameras, we have door sensors, we have motion sensors, and these motion sensors are placed all throughout the house, guys. Key, protect your investment.
We are planning about 6 to 8 weeks to completion, and we will keep you guys up to date throughout the entire process. But what we love about our OG contractor Pause is that he gets right to it. So they've already started the demo, and we're on our way to, kind of getting the next steps and moving forward.